Hello, this is Jackie with Meraki Academy Homeschool. Today I wanted to show you how I bind my children's books, their curriculum. A few people have asked me how I do it. A lot of my homeschooling friends have asked when they see my children's books, they love it and they ask, what did you use, how did you do it? I love it. Can I pay you for it? It's super easy. I would gladly do it, but it's something that you can definitely do. So I wanted to show you how I do it. All of the materials I've bought on Amazon. I love Amazon. I use Amazon all the time. I will link below all of my materials. I am an Amazon affiliate. So if you click on the link below and you buy through the link, I do get a commission. So I'm very thankful if you do that. First of all, let me show you what I need to bind, because there's a lot. Pay no mind to this. This is just our, today's Saturday. So I like to get next week ready for what we need to do. So this is just our curriculum and the books that we're going to be reading. That's what that mess over there is. But today I was printing out some new curriculum for my children that we're going to begin to introduce. So we've got some Blossom and Root, we've got some Torchlight, and we've got some The Good and the Beautiful. So I'm going to show you how I bind my books, and I am going to show you the tools that I use. It is super easy. I have two book binders. I don't know if that's the proper term for it, but that's what I call it. So in the beginning, when I first started, I knew very little. I couldn't afford the Cinch. I knew that I wanted a Cinch, couldn't afford it because at the time, and I don't know what the price is now, but it was around $80 or $100. Couldn't afford it. So I bought one at a lower price point. It's what I could afford at the time. So I'm going to show you what I used in the beginning. And I'm not going to use it today because I don't really like the plastic coil method, but this is what I used to use. So this is the plastic coils. I don't like it because it opens up like that. And so I'm looking to sell it, but I bought this on Amazon. And this is the one that I bought. So as you can see, it's big, it's bulky. I don't like it. It's what I could afford, and I did use it a lot in the beginning. I have a lot of books that I bound this way. And these are the coils, the plastic coils. So I have different sizes. I have the really thin ones too for like the thinner books, but unless I really have to, I don't use this anymore. I don't like it. I don't like that it's plastic. It is not secure. As you can see, this one from Torchlight broke. I've had this one for this book, I want to say over a year, but I'm not sure. I found this, I think, for last year's curriculum when we didn't really do it. We didn't really use this. So I've had this one for more than a year, and the top part already came out. And this is another one. This curriculum we have not done, but I found this. This is the thinner coil, the thinner plastic coil, but I realized that thinner books should use thinner coils as opposed to using the thick coils, like the thicker coils for all of them. So anyway, and so as you can see, I am very, like I said, I go all out. So I have the cellophane, then I print the cover on thick cardstock, and then I have the back cover, which is this black sand textured plastic cover. This is all bought on Amazon, and I will show you what that looks like in a bit. So now I don't use the plastic coils anymore. For my birthday last year, my dad asked me, what would you like? And I said I would love a cinch. So I have the cinch. Not bulky at all. Love it so much. This is my favorite. This is the, oh my gosh. This is the circle cinch. But I would love to get the square one. I would love to get the, it's sort of like a T. I don't remember what it's called, but I want to get that one. But I love this so much. I use this all the time. All the time. I love to bind my books. I literally go through my computer and I'm like, oh, what can I bind today? Like if I get like I'm very much into manifestations. And so if I get like a manifestation PDF, I'm like, oh, let me bind it. Or like my sewing manual, like a sewing manual, I'm like, oh, let me bind it. So I love my cinch so much. I'm going to show you how it works. It is wonderful. Wonderful. Every cent worth it. I thank my dad all the time, like, thank you, Dad, for buying that for me because I love it so much. So this is Henry's Math 2, Good and Beautiful, Simply Good and Beautiful Math 2. So the cinch uses the metal coils, and we have the acetate cover. We've got this one doesn't have photo paper, but sometimes I use photo paper. I just don't have any more photo paper, so I use the regular laser paper. And then the back cover, the sand textured cover. Love it so much. This is the black, and this is the 1-inch coil. And then for the answer key, which I also bound, we also have the acetate and the back cover. So this one I bought different colors. This one I think is 7/16, or no, I think this is 9/16 of an inch. So I have 9/16, I have 7/16, and I have 1 inch. But they have all other sizes too, like if you need bigger or smaller ones. Love it so much. It makes it, I really love, I don't like the flat lay. I tried spiral also, and I don't like spiral. I really like the coils. So let me show you how I do this. So as you can see, I have a ton that I have to bind. I've got the torchlight, I've got the blossom and root, and this is the Good and Beautiful. So my cinch is over here. There's a cinch. This is the binding covers. So this is the PVC sheets or acetate. And this all goes through the cinch, it works. And then this is Marigold. This is Bindy Tack 100 pack 16 mil thick letter size sand textured plastic cover. And this is what I put at the back of my books. So it's a sandy texture. Okay, and let me show you how I put my books together. First, go over the parts of the cinch. So this is the cinch. You take off the safety and you lift up the handle like this. We've got these little knobs here. And then on the back, this is the hole puncher catcher. Over here on the side, this is where you're going to put the wire binding to be able to bind it. And over here, you're going to push down on the lever, and then this is what actually binds the books. And you just turn the knob based on the size of the wire binding. So now we're going to begin. I'm going to bind my blossom and root I believe this is the Nature Notebook. I have my acetate here. Now I'm just gonna get the front cover and the back cover ready. I usually do that first because the sandpaper is so thick. I don't like to hole punch it along with the laser paper. First, you're gonna do first part, and then what I do is you open up the ruler, then I line up the hole with, I don't know what this is called, but it lines up the hole so that when I hole punch the rest, it's not gonna be misaligned. So I push down on that, and then I didn't show this very well, but so the knobs, I have to pull 10, and that lets the cinch know that it shouldn't hole punch the edge, because you don't want like a half hole punch. So you're going to pull it where it doesn't hole punch anymore, if that makes sense. So here's another one. So I went ahead and I did the side of the nature book. And this is so easy. You can really, with my other bookbinding machine, which is on the chair, I could only do max 10 to 12 sheets of paper. With the Cinch, I don't even know how many I've done, but I want to say I've done a good maybe like 30 sheets of laser paper. And this is like high quality paper. It's much thicker than regular copy paper because I really like for my children's books, their course books, to be very like sturdy, and so that's why I get the good paper. Copy paper is a little thinner, but you know, it's whatever works for you. For the copy paper, you could probably fit even more. You could probably hole punch even more sheets. And so now I already did the first half, so now we're gonna do the second half. So again, you're gonna open the ruler all the way up, and then you're going to line up the little knob over there. Yep, to hold it in place, so that nothing is misaligned. And then I pulled the knob number 10, and so that tells the cinch that it shouldn't hole punch that, because 10 is probably it would only be like half of a hole punch, so we don't want that one. And then I do the rest of them. It's so easy to do. It's not difficult at all. I probably watched an initial how to do this video on YouTube. Once I saw how to do it, then I got the idea. With the little lever, the little knob here that lines up the hole punches, I actually didn't even know what that was. I actually didn't even realize that it was something. I was just fooling around with it earlier last week, and I thought, what's this thing do? And I kind of pushed at it, and then it went down, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then I realized that it was sort of like an alignment type thing. And ever since then, I've been using it, but I wasn't even using it before. So now the whole notebook has been hole punched. And so I'm going to grab my wire binding coils, front cover and the back cover. And a tip that I can give you about this that I saw in a video was when you use the coils, what you want to do is you want to turn over your back cover and put it over the front cover. And that way, when you close the notebook, the seam where you have bounded the books won't be visible. That's something that I recently learned, because all of my seams, you can see them. I wasn't aware that you could actually sort of cover them. And I didn't realize, I think I also looked over one of my books that came already bound, and I noticed that the seam was along the back. It was hidden by the back cover. So now I've grabbed my wire binding. My pages are ready. I like to get wire binding that sort of matches my book covers. And then now I turned the cinch to the side, and I'm going to place the wire binding along those notches there. And then I'm going to grab all of my sheets of paper. You can do this little by little, or you can do all of them. And I'm going to put them through the wire. I placed it on, and now I'm going to turn my cinch again so that I can get to the back part of the cinch. And I'm going to make sure that these coils, so you sort of want to line them up where the two halves are right on top of each other. I don't remember the measurement for this coil, but you're going to move the little knob a little bit smaller than what the measurement is of the coils. And if you're not sure what it should be, you can just move it little by little. When I'm not sure of where the knob placement should be, I do a lot of trial and error. So right now I'm just checking. I basically go to almost the smallest setting, and then I just push down on the lever and I check to make sure that everything looks good. I like for my coils to be pretty tightly bound. What that means is the pointy part of the coil is really inside of the opening part of the other side of the coil. That allows for a secure bind. I don't like for my papers to come out. I don't want my cover to come out. So I push down on the lever quite a few times just to make sure that everything is good. Then I check it, and once I'm happy with the results, I'm done. So now I'm just going to do the rest of the books that I have to do. Alright folks, so there you have it. I just bound these 5 notebooks for my children. We've got It's Blossom and Root, the nature study, the parent guide. I have 3 kids, so we've got 3 notebooks. And then we have the pictures that go along with the curriculum. And now I have all these other books that I need to bind, and then I'm done. So again, I used the Cinch, my trusty Cinch. I love it. I used a Cinch. I got it from Amazon. I will post the Amazon affiliate link below. Hopefully you'll buy through my link. I have a laser printer, so the quality of my paper, I use premium laser paper, which I love. I love printing on this paper. I love that I have a laser printer. I highly recommend it. But if you have inkjet, that's not a biggie. Like, this is inkjet. I printed this one upstairs. Then to make it look nice, I guess, and professional, I use the acetate, the clear acetate, also called crystal PVC sheets from Marigold, linked below also. And then at the end of my books, I use the black sandpaper. And this is the Bindy Tech sand textured plastic cover, also from Amazon. So I will link all of these things below. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'm gonna get back to binding these books. Bye guys.